Good afternoon, everyone. I am Nancy Thompson, an independent demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York. So if you happen to be joining in, and if you're following my channel, I hope you say hello to me. We have some winter fun projects today that I'm going to be sharing with you. So if you're out and about, it's been kind of thundering a little bit here. And I didn't get my camera lined up very good, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm waiting for a couple people to join in. Hopefully we are going live. Okay, here's our first one. Hello, Colleen. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Usually I do this ahead of time, and I want to make sure that maybe my paper is not correct and straight. Okay, I hear that we are going live, so welcome. I'm glad you're here today, Colleen. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, so we've got some winter fun projects that are great to make up now for the upcoming holiday season that you could use for any time, okay? I've got two different ideas to share with you today, so and I'll be sharing more over the coming weeks of how to alter these a little bit differently. Hello, Linda. Welcome. Thanks for joining today. So I guess I see there's at least 7 people watching. So if you're here, say hello. I would love to get to know you. Join this creative community as well. So let's get started. We are using some of our celebration paper today. And for those that are just tuning in, I'm Nancy Thompson. I'm an independent demonstrator from Skaneateles, New York, and I'm so glad that you're here to share some creativity with me today. So, hello, Anne. I just talked to you on the phone. Welcome, welcome. And Jessica. Hey, Jessica. Okay, so we have, what do we have here today? So this is the Peaceful Prince designer paper. It's one of our celebration choices. Okay, it's a $50 level, and it comes in 12 by 12. And there's a coordinating punch that goes with this. A stamp set. There's a bundle that coordinates with this. That's in our mini catalog. What is it called? I've got it packed away for some projects. Hey, Kathy, welcome, and Kathy. So 2 Kathys here. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to see you guys on Saturday, I'm hoping. So it's my stamp club. It's a busy couple of days the next few days. So classes are starting Thursday and Friday, and then stamp club on Saturday, and then my team meeting on Sunday. So it's going to be a busy time here the next few days. So and also we're going to be playing with the Penguins Playmates designer paper. This is another celebration choice, and it's adorable. You don't necessarily need the coordinating stamp and punch, because this is a punch bundle, but it's just a fun, whimsical set. If you love penguins, I really highly recommend you get the penguin bundle and get some of this designer paper, because it's celebration, and celebration ends September 30th, and you are going to want to get it before it's gone. I don't think this is one of the while supplies last, but you never know. It could sell out and it's going to be gone. So anyway, so check that out. All right, so let's get started. What are we making today? Well, we've used this, I think I've shown you this pillow box die before, haven't I? I think I have. I'm trying to think, or maybe I'm not sure if I did, but we're using this pillow box die. I almost think we did. Hey, Jane, welcome. So make sure I send out reminders for those who are attending, who are signed up for classes this week. Make sure you read the reminder regarding classes, okay? Just want to remind you to bring your own adhesives and tools as well. So there's all kinds of fun little dies that go with this. I'm going to put this here. This is meant to, you can make some die cutting impressions here on the flap. This one will create 2 holes for the flap here as well. And you see that, how it'll line up on there, okay? And the same, it'll make this decorative edge as well, okay? And then this would create a window if you wanted to. See how it'll fit right in that spot? So you could create a window there as well. Hey Betty, welcome. Let's see. So, and then we have a label and of course some fun little flowers as well. So, so we're using the, oh, and this was stuck in the package, and there's also a cute little tag here. We are going to, let me show you what we're going to create, because I've already got everything pre-cut. So I'm going to show you how to create this fun box here. Okay, so it uses the pillow box die here. Okay, so I've die cutted 2 of these out, and I've used that that deer builder punch here as well. Okay, so let's start with our supplies. I've used a whole bunch of different dies here. So you can, hopefully you haven't seen this idea yet, Jessica. I don't know if there's too many of these out and around. I just had, once I kind of got started with this, I couldn't stop. The ideas are just endless, and we are going to create one of these at my team meeting on Sunday in a different design. So I will show you that afterwards, okay? So I've die cutted my 2 pieces, okay? I didn't need to die cut the whole thing because we're going to trim it off here at this fold, okay? So you could use a pair of scissors, or I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just line up this V in the ditch here. I call it the ditch, okay? So you see there and there, and we will just trim that off. So I've got I've been cutting that glimmer paper with my cutter, and it dulls the blade, that bedazzling paper. So I think it's time for a new blade in here, but we can get this done. So there's that. So we've got 2 of these that will sit well, okay? They got a nice smooth edge. And what did I have this for? Oh, I know. All right, what else do we need to do? And then I die cutted some of the designer paper as well, okay? Hey Kathy, I gotta send a shout out. I sent you an email, so I'm hoping you will search for that. If not, I can email you back, okay, regarding classes, because I have a question about class for you. So check out your email for me, okay? So this die cut, I only wanted this panel here because this is going to sit on here and give us our decorative edge, okay? So we can cut, it's a little hard to see on the camera, I'm sure, but I'm going to do the same thing. I've got a little indentation there, and I'm going to just line it up in the ditch again so I can cut off that edge and get a nice smooth edge. And yeah, my blade is definitely dull, but we're going to just take my scissors and get rid of those excess hairs there. All right, so we'll do the same side here. Okay, there we go. And I think, well, we have the trimmer out, so these are going to get glued onto this, okay? So while we have the trimmer out, we need to take a piece of, this is going to create our box here. So I've got this little box, and I just kind of designed this little box myself. I kind of figured out the width here, where I would want to, let me get a straight edge here that's going to show. So you see how it kind of like, I went to the edge here. I didn't really want to go all the way, so I just kind of went in just a little bit. So I measured from here to here and the height as well to kind of give it the this rectangle that I needed. And then I added in how wide I wanted it to be times 2. And then how wide this way as well. So you could really make this a little bit deeper if you wanted to, but I just really wanted to maybe stick a few candies or maybe some note cards or something so in there as well. You can get creative as to what you want to put in here as a little gift, okay? Okay, so let's go and cut this. Let's see. So this is my 5-inch side, okay? And I need to find my directions. So on the 5-inch side, we are gonna do 3/4 of an inch. We're gonna score 3/4 of an inch. I gotta just make sure. Yes, 3/4 an inch, and I'm gonna just make it simple, and I'm gonna flip it and do 3/4 on the other side, okay? And then this is 4 3/4, so I'm gonna do 2 inches on this side. Okay, so line it up at 2, and then I'm gonna flip it, and we'll do 2 on this side. Okay, everybody with me so far? So we've got this box. You can see we've got a 3/4 of an inch there. This is a 3/4 inch size as well. But you could really make this any width that you want. You just got to increase your length is all. Yes, 3x3 cards will fit in here. And let me think here. See if I can reach, because I have some here. Here, I've got a 3x3. So you guys can see, and the envelopes will fit in here as well. This is just a blank card. So you can see, there's definitely plenty of room left. Let me see, am I doing this right? So if I go over, there's at least a good 1/2 inch on the side. Okay, you can see it here, how much go, because this is all the way over, and there's still like a 1/2 inch there. Okay, so plenty of room. So it would cute, and you don't necessarily have to put a hole in this as well. I kind of wanted to put a little bow on here and tie it up. I'm not sure. I mean, it would definitely fit some Dahlias, whatever you would like. Okay. Okay. Welcome everybody that's joining in late. We're making this cute little what is it called? Pretty pillow box. Okay. All right, so let's go back to doing this. So we are done with the paper trimmer, I think. So very simple. On this side here, I'm just going to make my little slits. I'm going to just kind of V this in a little bit. So when I'm cutting, see, I've just made like a V here. So when we're putting the sides together, it'll be a little easier to do. All right. And be generous on this side, okay? Make sure you're kind of to the right of your score line, okay? All right, and this is just gonna fold up very simply into a cute little box, okay? Very easy. Okay, I'm trying to watch comments. What weight is this paper? This is just our standard Stampin' Up! Cardstock. I don't know what the weight is. I don't know. Is it 80 pounds? I'm trying to think. So Stampin' Up! Cardstock is a nice heavy duty paper. So and it's all I ever use. I don't use any contraband. Okay, so let's assemble our box. So we're going to just take, I love using our Seal Plus. It's just simple. I don't have to grab the tear tape for at least this. So I'm going, you know what? Maybe I will use the tear tape so you guys can see where I'm adding the adhesive, okay? I think this will help you see it a little better. And we are going to just do this because I want some on the inside and the outside. So we're going to do there. And I'm going to put just a piece here. So pretend the other flap has some on. I've already got some seal on that. And we will do this as well. Okay, simple, simple, simple. All right, so I got to think here for a minute. Oh yeah, we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this, okay? So this is in between the score lines, okay? Because this is what's going to get attached to the pillow die cut, okay? And it doesn't take long to make these and put them together. If you're doing several, just make several at once, because I think these are great little host gifts, or if even like just envision like your Thanksgiving table, or even just to make with a Halloween theme for treats at Halloween. So Margaret, you're just tuning in, so we are using the Pretty Pillow Box Die. Okay, it's in our mini catalog, and it's just all kinds of uses for it as well. Excuse me. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have my other one. Okay, so that's where we need adhesive. Okay, so let's start with, so I'm going to take off this flap here. Okay, and I am going to, and we're going to take off this one. We could actually take off the sides, these sides here for right now. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to add my little flap onto here. So you want to make sure you've got just a nice 90-degree, okay? And then this one will go right over top. Cover up that adhesive. Just take your time with it. And the reason I kind of do this, I have this one down first. I like my inside of the box to have a nice clean finished edge. So it kind of sandwiches this little tab here, okay? So so that's sandwiched in there, and it just, I think it just finishes off the box well. All right, so if you're just doing your 90s, the top of your boxes will come out great. And if you feel like it's a little high, you could give it a little trim. That one's just a tad high. Just do a little haircut. Okay, we're gonna leave these for right now. Okay, so let me just kind of look at comments here. All right, so let's go back to our pillow box die. Okay, so we're gonna pull in some Tombow multi-purpose glue, and let's do this. I'm gonna just glue this onto. It'll just match up perfectly, okay? Whoops, I almost forgot one thing. I die cutted these here, okay? Using, so we're gonna just pull this back a minute. I'm not gonna hear that down. And we will add some glue on here. So I started with I think it was 3/4 of an inch. And I die cut, so I've got a 3/4 inch strip. And I added this on in the middle, so I got 2 pieces at once. So quick and easy die cutting there, less work. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of plop this across and sandwich the end underneath, and then we will just trim the back side here a little bit. Okay, simple, simple. There we go. So we got one half of our die done. Okay, so let's see. Where's my other one? Here we go. My desk is a mess already. Okay. So has anybody ordered this? Who has this pillow box die? Anybody? Are you loving this yet? Hi Linda, welcome. So let me know if you have the pillow box die or not. Okay. And if I'm making you add it to your wish list or not. Okay, so let's add this on to the other side. Okay, here we go, and it just simply lines up. You just want to make sure you got a flat edge. Okay, whoops, I forgot this strip again. I keep forgetting it. So, I mean, you could just kind of plop it in there. Once you'll get a feel as to where you need it to be. And don't feel like you got to go all the way to the end, okay? Because, I'm trying to think, I must have done 4.5 inch wide strip long. So I've got a little room to hang on to it and not get glue all over the place as well. So you can do whatever. I love the little peekaboo of the Bedazzling Glimmer paper, Bedazzling paper. This is also another celebration choice here as well. So, okay. So a few of you do have this die, so hopefully you're going to love this. Okay, so we'll trim this again. All right. And let's see. Okay, where are we at? So we are now ready to add, oh, I know. So I am going to, and there is a right and wrong side to this, okay? Can you see the stitching on here? Let me put one down. Can you see the stitching on here? There it is, okay? So you want to make sure you're putting your paper on the correct side, because I made a boo-boo and didn't do that right. So, so I had to make another one. So I want to punch a hole, and I don't know if, oh, here we go. Okay, I'm using a retired 1/2-inch punch, but you could use anything that you want or not. You don't even have to do it. So I'm going to punch them both at the same time, and I'm just putting my punch in all the way, okay? And I've got my hole. I do them both at the same time because I want to make sure they line up together. And I've got the wrong sides together, okay? So I had the good side on the outside, you know, making sure they're showing on the outside. Okay, so now we're ready to add this to our box. Okay, so I'm going to just do one side at a time. So I'm going to just, you can see that's still got some hair on it. I'm going to just line this up with the edge of the box and just center it side to side. It just really fits perfectly. And then you can reach in and give it a little push there, okay? And then we'll do the same to this other side. Tear tape works good for this. I mean, you could use multi-purpose glue. You're going to just need to let it set for a minute because it'll wiggle on you. Yeah, so let's center this a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so what's front and back? So there is kind of a front and back. You can see like where the seam is, kind of towards the back. So this is going to be my front, okay? So what I've done is I used a die from the Hippo dies. I just loved how this design looked on here, especially when I was using the deer, because I wanted the deer, I got glue all over my fingers, as my focal point. And I just figured, I just liked how he's, you know, the shape for him to sit on there. So, yes, Linda, this does make a cute little gift for somebody. It could be full of like gift cards or lottery tickets. And speaking of lottery tickets, it was our lucky weekend. We had our annual Fireman's Days over the weekend. And I always love to help support the Ladies Auxiliary, and they always have a raffle. I didn't even look to see what they were raffling off. I just knew I wanted to, you know, donate some tickets, and so I filled out my raffle tickets, and we got a nice pleasant surprise on Sunday morning that we had won. So we had we had 29 lottery tickets to scratch off. So that was a fun time, scratching off tickets. And we actually won $49. So that was really, really cool. All right, so I took this is designer paper from the Peaceful Prints, and it's a little flimsy. So what I want to do is I'm going to just add it to this scrap of cardstock here. You could die cut it out at the same time, but if you didn't have the die, then you could just put it on here and just give it a trim, because this is an easy one to trim. And that way I have a little bit sturdier piece to work with, okay? It just stabilizes it a little bit more. So don't be afraid to do that when you're die cutting some pieces, to especially when you want like a strong focal point, okay? Let's just add a second layer underneath there. All right, let's move this scrap out of the way. Okay, so we are going to add dimensionals to this. No, before we do that, we're going to tie some twine around this, okay? And hopefully I've done enough. I hope I did this enough. measured it well. I guess we're going to do a knot. I guess I didn't quite do enough. All right, this is just going to be a knot, I think. Instead of doubling it, we're just going to single it. I think I meant to double it. I'm going to have to go back. Let me, I do want to double it. So let me grab a little bit more baker's twine here. Okay. Boy, desk is a mess today. So let's wrap this around. This will be hard because you're kind of holding it. And we're going to tie a bow. Okay. Yes, Nancy, I got to get my fingers working here today. So here we go. Okay, we got a bow. I don't know if I was on camera or not. Oh yes, Jessica, that's a good thing is, yep, put money, credit card in it for the adult kids. Yep. Okay, so I think I want to make my loops a little bit smaller. They're kind of big and overwhelming. All right, so let me look at my sample. Oh, you know what? No, this was meant to be. Okay, Nancy, this is the next card, all right? Because I got another card to show you. That's not what I meant to do. So I've got an extra piece here. We need to make a bow instead. All right, so we're going to pull in my hair pick here, and we're going to make a bow instead. I was thinking this was because I've got some penguins to show you next, okay? We're going to just tie a bow. This is just a bow that goes on the deer. I thought I did everything right when I was cutting this up. Okay, we're good. Oh, I wish I could hear you guys laughing. Hopefully you're just laughing along with me, okay? Yes, Linda, we won $49 out of the 30 tickets. One was, how much was one? One was a $40 winner, so that was really fun. So put the money in our little travel fund for when we travel again. I love putting money that I didn't earn away. Okay, so I'm going to just center this on here, and then we're going to take the deer as well, and I'm going to pull in some of the mini dimensionals because, yeah, we're going to put a mini dimensional up at the top, and I love being able to have these mini size, and we've got two full size ones here as well. Okay. Hi Elaine, welcome, and everybody else joining in late. Okay, so let's make him, I think like he's, I don't know, I think that looks okay. Now I've got my bow. Now we will add the bow around his neck. Yeah, I got to make this smaller. This is still, what did I do? You know what? I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to show you another trick, okay? I wanted a more petite bow. I'm not thinking today. So I am going, instead of on the very outside, I am going just using, what is it, 4 tines there, okay, instead. So I've got a little more petite size bow. So don't be afraid to, you know, make different size bows. If you have like a bow maker or something similar to this, okay? Yeah, this will be better. Here we go. Okay, always make sure you tie it nice and tight. Okay, yeah, doesn't that look better? Just a little bit smaller, okay? So let's add this on with a glue dot. And here we go. It didn't grab it. We've been setting up for our next sale for next week, so I'm excited about that. So another retired stamp sale, so if you're local, make sure you stop by again because there'll be some new stuff added And there's lots of household stuff. If anybody needs bins, we have tons and tons of bins for sale. Storage bins. Okay, what do you guys think? Isn't that just adorable? See how tiny the bow is? And I don't think it really needs any other bling or not, you know, but you can think of all kinds of fun things to put in that. Okay, so let me, so one lucky comment winner will get one of these kits. It won't be put together, okay? I'll just send it to you flat and you can assemble it. Okay, so let's do the penguin. And I probably should have put some of this together for you. So we'll do it again, right? Because then sometimes it takes repetition, right? To learn everything. At least I'm a repetition type person. To make it, I don't know, what do they say? Like 2 or 3 times to learn everything. So. And the other thing I wanted to point out, this little guy came out of the basic border die sets. There's all kinds of different dies in here. This is great to add to a wish list if you don't already have it. Okay, and of course we use the hippo die, this guy for the label. Okay, and now we're going to use the scallop contours die because on the penguin I wanted scallops instead. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, can you see the scallops on there? Okay, so I use this die and just simply, this was I think maybe 3/8 of an inch, and just die cutted that little strip. There's just a little bit left over, and that's all you really need. You don't need a ton of this to hide. Okay, all right, so let's trim up our designer paper here. Okay, remember, just use that ditch. You want to get rid of that excess that we don't need. You're going in the grooves here for those that are joining late. Okay, so it's a good thing we're making this again. Okay, and then we're going to do the same. I don't have my trash can nearby. We'll do the same on these. I'm going to just do one at a time on this. So you can see, hopefully I'm in the screen here. You can see here where the V is. That's what we kind of did on the designer paper as well. So if I didn't have as much excess. Okay, we're going to trim that away so we get a nice flat edge here. Okay. So you really don't need a huge piece. You don't need to die cut the whole thing at once. Okay, so we've got our 2 pieces, and while we're scoring on the 5-inch side, it was 3/4 of an inch. Okay, take and flip it, and then on the 4 3/4 inch side is 2 inches. Okay. There we go. So we've got our little box. So I think we've done all of this. Move that out of the way. And if you wanted to pull in your bone folder and just give them a really nice crease, you can do that as well. Okay. Helps crispen up your box a little bit. All right, so let's make our little slits. I'm going to do a little V. It just helps your box sit a little better. You really want to make sure this flap here is straight. You want to be to the outside of the score, okay? Because you don't want to be have where you see any of the scoring marks on here, okay? Because it's excess cardstock and it won't sit flat. Okay, so we've got that. So let's just use, I'm going to just use my seal this time so it's a little quicker. I like to make sure, that didn't do well. There we go. That I'm getting close to the edge because I want to make sure it seats well. Okay, So remember, we're going to turn in the big flap first, okay? So we're sandwiching that little tab in between. Same with on here. You just make sure you do that nice 90-degree angle, okay? Oh, good. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. I don't know, is this your first time here today? Or, you know, to my channel? So if it is, then welcome, okay? Okay, so there's our box, but I am going to use tear tape on this, okay? So I'm going to have some boxes ready for, I don't know, for an upcoming class or something, a to-go kit to add in there as a little treat. So I think these would be great for me to have on hand to do that. Or if somebody, you know, were to place an order, and I will tell you about an ordering special that I have coming as soon as we are done with this, okay? Because it's getting towards the end of celebration, and I want to make sure you're getting all your celebration items in as well, okay? Before they're gone, the sooner the better, because I think things could start to sell out at any point. Okay, so we've got our little things here, and let's add our designer paper quickly, okay? Oh yeah, I almost hate to cover that up, right? But I really wanted, you know, a pattern on here. And doing Tombow glue with this works perfect. All right, so let's just line this up. Main thing is get it straight on the bottom, because that's what's, you know, nobody's gonna, whoops, we forgot this again. Boy, Nancy. I've done it at every single one. So just, we'll just tuck that down in there. We'll get a little hint of that scallop. Okay, isn't that cool? I think I'm going to let that sit for a minute. We'll just finish this. And we'll finish this. So it's pretty much just I almost kind of like the paper because then I know it's lined up straight too. You can kind of like pull this down to make sure it's there we go. Yeah, I'd leave a little bit up. Put down your glimmer paper, I think. Then you can kind of judge a little bit better, I think, as to how high that is. I got a little excess glue there. Okay, and then we're going to just trim the back side here. Okay, simple, simple, simple. This could be like a fun birthday party treat as well. The penguins are just, they're a fun and whimsical type thing. Okay, so this one I die cut it, okay? So I have this one already, and we're going to use this beautiful snowflake with the fresh freesia. Okay, that lines up perfectly. Now this is where we need to wrap ribbon around, and I gotta find my ribbon. Here we go. Okay, hopefully I've done this. I've got glue all over my fingers. Something is dinging and I don't know what, but something is. Okay, I think I'm getting a text. That's what it is. All right, so I didn't even bring my phone in today. It must be somewhere else. Okay, so this is definitely longer, and I didn't measure it. So the way I measure to figure out is I start with a loop, okay, whatever size loop, and I got my tail, all right, and then I wrap it around and meet it in the middle, and then I know exactly how much I need to cut off if you don't want to fiddle with it. Generally that works. And if you don't glue your ribbon in place, then you can just kind of tie your knot wherever and then just slide it around, you know, to the position that you want it to be as well. Okay, so which is the tail here? Here we go. Let's make this just a little bit shorter. All right. I want this on the end. There we go. I'm going to leave my tails there alone for a minute, and we will add this with some dimensionals. Okay. I'm thinking, there we go. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, any more comments? Those colors look pretty together. I know, I love these colors. So we got Night of Navy, Soft Seafoam, Just Jade, and the Fresh Freesia, which is one of our new in colors. Okay, so let's just center this as well. And I'm going to just, I'm going to fix my bow and trim it. Trying to think how big I want this bow to be. Okay. All right, so let's trim these and get these out of the way. They're driving me nuts. I can always trim them more. Okay. Glue all over my fingers. All right, so let's add this to the box. Okay, so this was what I was talking about earlier. This is like the back side of the seam. I don't think this one really matters, but sometimes it does. So sometimes you just have that nice rounded corner, and that's the one I want on the front. Okay, so we're gonna make sure this one goes on the front here, since we've got that. Okay, all right. And then, I know I like these colors. Of course, I'm prone to purple. I should have worn purple today. I kind of forgot about it. Oh, Colleen, I love these colors as well. Would I repeat the dimensions of the box? It's 4 3/4 by 5 inches, Kathy. And you score on the 5-inch side, you score at 3/4 of an inch, and then the 4 3/4 side, it's 2 inches on both ends. Okay, so cute pumpkins and snowman from this designer paper, but with the magic of television, I've got some die cutted already, fussy cutted. All right, and we are just going to add these on with a few dimensionals. Okay. There we go, and then let's add, got already, didn't need to put him there. We're going to add some minis to his hands, I think. I don't know, I got to look here for a minute. Maybe just the one side. The other one's going to be kind of floating in the air. So you could really put anything. This designer paper has all kinds of images. There's the cute polar bears in here. Maybe I will put one here. You can lift him up. And when you die cut with a little bit of a border around it too. It kind of makes it stand out a little bit more versus die cutting right to the very edge. It will, I don't know, it just looks a little neater to have a little bit of a white border around your image. Okay, all right, we've got our cute little penguin and snowman, and you know what, I forgot to punch a hole, but so I think I'm gonna leave this one just like this for now anyways. Okay, so there is that. So if you would like your own little packet, one of the penguins and one of the deer box kits, simply place a $35 order in my online store. You can find the shopping link at createwithnancy.com, and I will send you one of the penguins and a deer kit for placing an online store order between now and let me look at the date here. Today's between now and the 15th, okay? September 15th. So, because I want to make sure you get your things that you want for celebration, okay? And these are all the wonderful things in the celebration mini catalog. If you don't have one, you can find it online in my online store as well. There's a link there as well. So here's some of that bedazzling specialty paper that we used, okay? And then of course the cute snowman paper. It's 12 by 12 and there's all kinds of fun designs. There's like a design on the back side that is cute as well. And just look at these polar bears and fox, and there's different penguin designs to go with it, okay? And then another celebration choice is this Feels Like Home stamp set as well, okay? And the beautifully penned designer paper, it's kind of got like black and white, almost kind of like a gray hue to it. So those are fun designs as well. And that comes in 12 by 12. And of course, the Peaceful Prints paper that we used here as well today. Just with the snowflakes and the, this is kind of like, looks to me like candy cane paper as well. Just really nice wintry paper. And of course, if you love the sheep stamp set and the coordinating dies, they are both a $50 choice level. The sheep dies are while supplies last. We haven't really heard any news about things getting close to running out, so check that out. Of course, we have the textures and frames stamp set, and then we get into our $100 levels with the summer shadow dies. They are they coordinate with one of our stamp sets in the annual catalog as well. And then my favorite, last but not least, is the Delicate Dahlias. I love this stamp set. It is so beautiful. If you go back a few weeks, you'll see where I did the One Sheet Wonder Plus sign with it, and you will love it. It just makes a great background type stamp set as well. And if you really have such a huge wish list, you could host a workshop or do an online party, whichever works for you, where you gather your friends and gather some orders and host a workshop so you can earn some free stuff. Or the other last, and as a hostess with a $300 workshop, you can earn this stamp set in your words. I love it. It's got such great variety of greetings in it. And lastly, you could come join my team and be a part of Stampin' Up, okay? It's a great way to purchase a starter kit and get whatever you love at a discount. It's only $99 and you get to choose $125 worth of product plus a bonus bundle. There's 12 bundles that you can choose from. And there's a list here, and the penguin bundle is one of them that could be chosen. And I'm trying to think what else in the Peaceful Deer that we used today. So it's a great way to join. It's a great time to join Stampin' Up, and this is only good till September 30th. Plus, it's free shipping on your kit, and you also get a bonus paper pumpkin kit as well. And we would welcome you to our Inking with Heart Stampers team as well. And as I said, one of the things we're doing in our team meeting, we are going to make one of these on Sunday at our team meeting, and a few other projects as well. So what else did I want to talk about? Oh, I want to give you a little sneak peek of what's coming up for Paper Pumpkin. So there's only 2 days left to get the September kit. And this is like little, it's a treat one because it's geared for Halloween. So they're little treat boxes that could be pumpkins or apples. So that's kind of cool. And this box turns into a cute little wheelbarrow as well. So really cool. But look at what October and November is coming up. Yeah, it'd be October and November kits. So that kind of gives you a little sneak peek of what's to come. So definitely trees. I'm not sure what this would be, you know. So they try to give us a little hint between now and then of what's coming, because Paper Pumpkin is a surprise, and it's a mail subscription, and you could even purchase a Paper Pumpkin subscription, whether it's a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription, and earn celebration rewards on that as well. Okay, and you can find, I think even in the annual catalog has the prices in there. They're in the beginning of the catalog. The same with the mini catalog. Let me see here, where you can find all about Paper Pumpkin right here on page 7 of our July through December mini catalog right here. Okay, and then there's also this kit just became available today for purchasing. So this is an all-inclusive kit. It has stamps, an ink spot, and all the supplies you need to create these 2 designs of cards. There's 8 cards in a kit, and it's $19. This is part of our new kit collection. And then we have, you know, they haven't released this yet, so I don't know what this is about. I don't really know what that's all about yet. So we haven't got any details about this. I don't think this is the stamp set, so this maybe is coming yet. Okay, so and of course, if you have questions, trying to think, oh, I know what else I wanted. Well, lastly but not least, this is something I'm doing with my team. We are, hopefully some of them are creating our no challenge, a no jar challenge jar. Okay, so what we're supposed to be doing is asking our customers whether you would love to be part of the Stampin' Up! Opportunity. So I will be sharing more about this. So isn't that just adorable how we just decorated a jar? I've got little slits in here, so when I talk to customers, I can make a little notation, and we're supposed to achieve 10 no's before now and the end of September. So I've got my work cut out for me to start talking with people. So I will be talking over the next couple weeks and trying to reach out to as many people as I can to see who would love to take advantage of our Stampin' Up! Opportunity. So, and if you do in the meantime, if I don't reach you, feel free to reach out to me as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's projects, okay? And you join me again next Wednesday. Yeah, weekend's full. I don't think I could fit in anything else right now. But I will definitely be sharing next week what the projects I've done at our team meeting on Sunday, and what I've done possibly, I don't know, I might incorporate what I do at Stamp Club for another time here to showcase you on another live. So good, I'm glad you loved the boxes, Kathy, and if anybody has any questions, just feel free to message me in the comments or reach out to me as well. You can look in my bio for a direct link for my email. I think my email should be in there. And thanks all for the newbies who joined in today. I welcome you, and I hope you come again next week. So yes, so thanks so much. And again, I'm Nancy Thompson, and I look forward to being creative with you again. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.